107.5 WBLS New York. Home of the $100,000 cash guarantee. The $100,000 cash guarantee.
Y'all know what time it is. If y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dawn. Dressed like $1 million, diamond things in his cup. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Turn your volume up if you
Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice, dig me now, of the one and only Steve Harvey is still on your radio. I'm on here with Ellen Cleghorn and my man Mark Jacobs. Huh? Did I change it on you this morning? Mark, Mark, I thought I throw that little jewelry thing your way.
That's all right, brother.
That you feel a little bling bling this morning. Hey, y'all, we are here, the Steve Harvey Morning Show with Mark and Ellen, and we here. And we here today, and we don't start the day around here, not while I'm here, without first of all stopping and giving thanks and honor to Almighty God.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm going to tell you, whoever you are, what color you are, what you do for a living, how much money you make, it matters not. You need Him. You need God's love. You need His understanding. You need His mercy and His grace. You need His wisdom. And you most of all need His forgiveness. Because you're going to trip and make a mistake today. We fall down, but we get up again. Yeah, we do. God is in the blessing business, y'all. God is big to me. He'll be big to you. What He's done for others, He'll most certainly do the same thing for you. Please, man, y'all, pray today. Tell God that you love Him. Tell Him right on for getting you through it all. No matter how bad it look, it could be worse. God is good, man. Yeah, He is. Don't be too proud to pray. Don't be ashamed to pray. Prayer changes things, man. So for those of you out there that's having one of them rough days, one of them you feel like giving up days, I offer to you the power of God. It works, man. Prayer changes things. Yeah, do y'all. You're on the train, on your way to school, on your way to work, or you live behind the wall. Prayer changes things. Let's work, y'all. And man, God understands that you don't really get it all, but it's cool, because He the same anyway.
Never changes.
Man, that's the beautiful thing about God, man. He don't ever change. His promises is the real deal. We shaky, but He ain't.
Forever and ever.
Whatever you do, when you get through doing it, this is what He do. And that helps me, man. So when I'm out there and I'm tripping, doing wrong, there's a home base is the same, though.
His grace is sufficient for you, brother.
Dig that. How y'all feel this morning?
We're good this morning, 6:08. Hey, listen, I want to say real quick, I probably would have saved this until like closer to 10 o'clock when we getting ready to break out.
Yeah.
But big shout to you again, man. It's been a great week. And your crew, man. Nothing but real folk up in here.
Yeah.
Right on.
Love all y'all, man. Appreciate the time. Appreciate the time together.
And y'all, man, boy, this has been good, man. This has been. Am I in the raggediest chair in the studio?
Yeah.
I've been sitting in a good chair all week.
We take this one. It's better. It's more better.
Ellen stands up the entire morning. She stands the entire morning, y'all. She never sits down. Ellen stands for 4 hours. I mean, it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Thank you, bro.
No, there's somebody who's working in Macy's or at wherever they work, and someplace they're saying, so there ain't nothing I stand on my feet for. You know, it's all good. Everybody has to do a job. I love this job. This is amazing. And I feel like I could give more energy if I'm standing up and alert, rather than I'm sitting down and distracted because the brain doesn't.
Right. They have to stand up. You don't. We got chairs in here. Your chair is next to you. That's what makes your standing up special.
I'm so sad that the week is coming to an end.
Man, it's deep, man. I ain't know I'd come up here and just feel this deep about it in 5 days. But I wish I could stick around, but I got to.
Got to go, huh?
I got to go, man. I got to go fishing or something.
Fishing?
But you know what? Speaking of fishing.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
God.
At 7:20. Everybody can go fishing right here and get you $1,000.
Got to be kidding me, man.
That's later.
Who found you?
Could be good fish on the Hudson at Croton Park as well.
Yeah, boy, y'all's attempts at tying it together is actually, I throw up a little bit in the back of my mouth sometimes when I listen to how y'all tie this stuff together. I be going, how did we get on that subject every morning at the exact same time?
That's something.
That's the thing about radio, man, that throws me, that every day at the same time this happened. I be going, ain't people bored with that? But they not.
No. They need to be reminded. They want to make sure the contest is still going on, and that they can, you want to keep it locked right here. We want everybody to stay with us.
Man, I met a brother last night in the restaurant. Well, I'll tell the story when we come back, so I don't mess the clock up, because Clayton already gained a little break.
Okay, give us a little tidbit of the story that make people really want to stay.
I met a brother last night at the restaurant Asia to Cuba out of Harlem. Pretty sure he's listening right now, because he been listening all week. This brother was enthusiastic. The response around the city, man, has been amazing. And,
Streets are talking, man. I kept saying that.
He was a Harlem. I said, man, you been listening every day? I'm from Harlem, man. Harlem. You been loving us, man. I said, yeah, man, big ups to Harlem. I mean, everybody got it. I ain't mad at nobody from where they at, because I don't even know enough about the area yet, really.
Right.
But if I got big love for Harlem, because I do, because I used to walk them streets. I used to walk from the Apollo down to Sylvia's, man. Okay. I would walk to get me some chicken. I would go across the street to the Indo Mall. I'd go up there to the shoe store. I walk next door and shop.
Right on, brother.
At the Apollo store. They call it Apollo something, but it wasn't owned by the Apollo. They had a great store next door. I walked, man. We go across the street. Steve. I did everything. I bought up. Man, please. I got big love for Harlem.
There you go. Hey, we got a big day today. Steve Harvey is here, y'all. 6:12 is the time. 76 for a high today. A little breezier, nice, cool, mixture of clouds and sun with a slight chance of a thunderstorm by this afternoon. It's 59 now on 107.5 WBLS. 107.5 WBLS, today's R&B and Classic Soul. Your exclusive Wendy Williams brings the Heat gift pack. We want to knock that out now?
Yeah, let's do it now.
All right, cool. All right, real quick. We'll take caller number 5-212-545-1075. Features a copy of her Volume 1 CD, autographed copies of Wendy's book, and VIP passes to the private party, her release party. You can't buy tickets to her CD release party, all right? It's on June 22nd. Also, Wendy bobblehead doll. That's interesting. On 107.5 WBLS, today's R&B and Classic Soul with Steve Harvey in the building, y'all. Got a topic for you coming up, all right? 6:17 on 107.5 WBLS. 107.5 WBLS, today's R&B and Classic Soul, 6:20. Congratulations to Frances Jean. She picks up the Big Wendy gift pack, all right? Wendy Williams brings the heat. She gets the book that she has, the Volume 1 CD, autographed copies.
That's in the stores, June 28th.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And a big party for it on the 22nd. So there it is. All right, we'll have one of those for you every single hour. 6:21, Ellen Claycorn, and of course, Steve Harvey.
She's a powerful sister, man. She's doing some big stuff around the country and up here. I'm just glad I ain't on this CD. Please, Wendy.
Steve, we got some great emails since you've been here and faxes and everything. We want to encourage people to fax if you want to shout at Steve or anybody else in the crew. 212-447-5211. 212-447-5211. That's the fax number.
There was a great email that came in that Champagne gave to me this morning from a lady who listens to the show online in Rwanda.
Wow.
And her name is I guess it's Allison Ratney. Allison Ratney, who listens to the show in Rwanda. She's a New Yorker, and she went over there because she works for the government. She's an American from New York, currently working in the United Nations International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda. She's over there, the genocide that occurred down in 1994. She's over there trying to seek justice and help out in that situation. She listens to the show every day from Rwanda and has all of her African friends listening to the show. and she wants me and the Kings of Comedy to come over there to Africa. That's not gonna happen.
Roots, Steve, your roots. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
And here's another brother who sent you
my
an email.
roots, whatever. Steve in here.
Let's go.
Not with no jokes. I need a gun. I'm gonna need a gun, dog, and a tour guide, and I'm gonna need 2 personal lions. I'm not doing it. That ain't what I do, though.
This brother been following you since you worked in Chicago at 107.5 WGCI. And he said he's up here now, and he is so happy that you're here. He says his job relocated here to New York City a couple of years ago. He's been missing you since he left Chicago, and you left Chicago, and he wants to say, you know, that he's happy you're here, too.
Well, I'm here to today.
Terrence Henry, well, you know.
By 10 o'clock, we can start that missing process all over again. You gonna miss my loving when it's cold outside. And another thing, I'm enjoying New York so much now because it's summer.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Y'all got something for somebody. Right around in late October when it started jumping off. I came up here one time, I couldn't believe it. I said, do they shovel this stuff? Do they just move it? What they do in New York, they don't get rid of the snow. They just push it over there somewhere. And they don't care if you got to walk over there.
No.
We pushes it over there. I was amazed, man. And so, I don't know, man. This is an interesting city. I'm starting to get more and more used to it as I walk around, but boy, I'm getting pretty bombarded about it. Let's do this before Clay.
New laws and stuff. I know. So we were talking about the
Clay in here with the brakes on. Clay about to go crazy. Hey, listen to this. New York, I heard this, that New York is trying to pass a law to tag the license plates to make people wear special license plates that's been stopped for drunk driving 3 times or more. Okay. So if you've been stopped for drunken driving 3 times or more, New York is trying to pass a law that'll give special tags, special license plates to these people.
That's right. State lawmakers proposed a law yesterday to brand repeat drunk drivers with distinctive license plates, a move that some hail as a lifesaver that's going to save lives in later time.
How would that save lives, though?
Because if you have this license plate, at any time, a police officer, without any reason or rhyme, can pull you over and check and see if you're drunk right now.
Excuse me. Do not black people and the Puerto Rican population up here have a big enough problem with just being pulled over to check? Now, let's say the guy ain't drunk. He can accuse a guy of being drunk, and it's probably got a chance of happening because he's got this special tag on. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's fair. I don't think that. I think it infringes on the rights of people who may have been drunk 3 times, who may be in rehab, who may be in AA, who may be fixing themselves now. I don't think that labeling the tags is going. I mean, you only pull people over when you think they're drunk. Right. You don't need a tag to tell if a dude is swerving. And hell, and then after he done mowed a pack of people down, you certainly don't need a special tag. I don't think it's right. How y'all feel?
I think he'll go out for a drink.
Who said that?
Tony.
Tony.
Well, my idea.
Nice shot, Tony.
Well, you know, there's some celebrities that have a drinking problem. Now, Glenn Campbell, he has a chronic drinking problem, and what he has in his car, Glenn Campbell. You know who Glenn Campbell is? Lyman on the County, country singer.
Talking about no Glenn Campbell.
He's in the news all the time, but no, he's a chronic alcoholic. Okay, no, he's a chronic alcoholic, and what they do now, what he has to do is before his ignition will not turn over. He has to breathe into this device, which I think is the best thing to do. Breathe into the device. It'll test your alcohol level in your blood, and if your alcohol level is too high, the car's not turning on. You're not going somewhere.
That ain't gonna be good in my family.
You don't know. But Steve, you don't know here in New York, 17 people got killed last week by drunk drivers. Last week, I'm telling you, it is amazingly. It's a chronic.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
Last week,
it's crazy. In 1 week, like 17 people got hit and run and killed by drunk drivers
over the last month and a half.
Okay.
See, I wouldn't be able to go nowhere because my
amazing in New
run
York.
out there and blow in the car. Let me go out and start the car. Not you, not you. Because my brother drink. Mm-hmm. Every time he blowing it, we ain't going no damn way.
Well, we want to hear what you think about this. 212-545-1075. And what's your list of things that they should tag if they want to talk about tagging, making special license plates, Steve?
Well, we'll come back with that. I got some lists. Well, if you're going to tag drunk people, let's do everybody.
There you go.
We'll talk about that. But do you think it's a good idea? I think it's unfair, man. That's crazy. But then I'm alarmed, though. I'm sorry for sounding insensitive to the 17 people that got hit last week.
And killed.
Last month and a half, not last week. It was over the last month and a half.
One of the people that got hit was hit 6 times.
Oh, come on.
I think we need to talk about was he drunk?
Over the last month and a half.
His ass done stumbled out in front of 6 cars 6 times. What about a drunk pedestrian? That's what I say. Let's talk about it.
All right, 628 on 107.5 WBLS. Ann Tripp is here. She's next with headlines.
We've given out over $100,000 in cash.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to spend it on some bills.
WBLS.
Oh, man.
Wow.
107.5, baby.
Oh, I am so happy, and I'm at work.
From the station making every day your payday. 107.5.
WBLS. I love it.
This traffic pulse brought to you by Baskin-Robbins. Everybody, inbound Lincoln Tunnel is already featuring a 20-minute backup already. Inbound Gowanus, slow from the Verrazano to the Battery Tunnel, about 14 minutes or so. Bucks are going about maybe 22 miles per hour. Southbound New York State Thruway, extra heavy from the Garden State to the Tappan Zee tolls, about 12 minutes. Mass Transit's on a close to schedule right now. Alternate site parking is in effect. Just a reminder, Baskin-Robbins ice cream cakes are perfect for Father's Day, which is this Sunday. Rich ice cream layered with delicious cake. Baskin-Robbins, who wants some ice cream? This hour's traffic pulse brought to you by Baskin-Robbins. It's 59 degrees, everybody. Clear skies. This is WBLS News. I'm Ann Tripp. Good morning. This is brought to you by IKEA Summer Sale, and the time is 6:34. Black Congress people holding a conference in Manhattan tomorrow on the state of black men in New York City. I'll have that story for you. A National Guardsman from upstate New York is charged with fragging. Fragging is a term that refers to soldiers who kill their commanding officers. I have that story for you. And I didn't know you were getting in real trouble for throwing up, but apparently there is a case. Yeah, real trouble for vomiting. In sports, the Yanks beat the Pirates 6-1. The Mets beat the A's. NBA, the Pistons whooped the Spurs 102-71. That series now tied 2-2. Game 5 on Sunday. WBLS weather partly cloudy today with a chance of showers. The high 75 degrees. 75 degrees tomorrow. On Sunday, 75 degrees but sun. It is 59 degrees. Yes, cool. This is Ann Tripp on 107.5 WBLS New York, home with $100,000 cash guarantee.
Thanks so much, Ann. We appreciate that. 6:34.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good
Thank
morning.
you. That's all we can say to each other now.
That's all I can say.
We've been faxed. Yes. Some uppity listener out there decided that my level of humor concerning melons was a bit much. So now we are relegated down to merely speaking to one another.
Oh, don't worry about a thing, Dimples.
Hello, ma'am. You're playing with me again, and she'll fax. How dare Ann say that he has dimples?
The fax number is 212-447-5211.
Referring to holes in men's faces is a bit much for me in the morning. Now, what I ain't gonna do is come up here in New York. New York, the birthplace of crude comedy. And be judged every morning on everything I say. No, Lord. So stop faxing. If you don't want to talk to me,
right, go ahead.
Then go ahead and free yourself. You hear me, man? If you don't want to talk to me, go on find somebody else. I sent this one out to Rosie this morning.
Okay.
Who I saw last night and said she absolutely loves this song and it means so much to her. This is Fantasia. You go ahead and free yourself, girl.
BLS.
Baby, you don't pay no mind.
Go ahead and free yourself. You don't want to talk to me. Go get the hell out of my face and free yourself. You don't want to talk to me, girl. You tired of my attitude? Go ahead. Go on to someone else. You don't want to talk to me.
She says she didn't want to have to take it there.
Go ahead.
And this morning we're talking about the DWI license plate that's out, and we don't want to have to take it there. But the report prepared by two senators said that 529 people died as a result of alcohol-related crashes in New York City.
Look at that concentration.
I can't stand your family either.
So Steve posed a question this morning. What do you think about this license plate?
When I see your sister, I'm jumping on her.
What do you think about having a special license plate for alcohol drivers? Repeat offenders.
He hits on me instead of you. Stinking cousin Lil Ray Ray. Stole my car the other day. The crack smoking fool is he.
The fax number is 212-441-5211. The telephone number is...
you don't want to talk to me.
212-545-1075.
If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. You don't want to talk to me. Then go ahead on over there with someone else. Woo, 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 woo. That's what I'm talking about. That's that old dude.
Clay Barry and
see, that's that old dude that never quite made it in R&B. He about 58, still singing at the Holiday Inn Express, but just in the lobby next to the coffee machine. People coming to check in, he be singing to them. Evening, everybody. How y'all doing this evening? Got things worked out for you. Everything be worked out. We gonna have like that.
With the power pack to the microphone attached inside his jacket.
One time, here we go. How you feeling, everybody?
Yeah.
Good evening.
Got on that ruffle tuck shirt.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's buttoned down to his navel.
Crushed velvet bow tie. You know,
hair on his chest, balled up in knots.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I got somebody who wants to say hi to you real quick.
Who is that?
Good morning.
Good morning, Steve Harvey.
Hey, one and only.
Good morning, Mr. Harvey. And I just wanted to say, you are so blessed, and you should continue doing what you're doing. But
who are you,
need
sweetheart?
to get your own show.
Ooh,
you are fabulous. You are so awesome.
Baby, I can get one now.
Well, please do, because I would listen to you every morning. No offense, WBLS.
No. Well, you know, I'm for sale. I ain't that free.
Radio show.
I'm for sale.
You are just too awesome.
I likes to play.
Yeah. Well, I love what you said about Christ, that you don't even have to move your lips to pray.
You can't be ashamed of it. You can't. And stop being too proud.
And it changes things.
People act like they too proud to pray. You better fall down and honor this God we got. You ain't finna get over without him no how. So what you tripping for? You done tried everything by yourself, and it ain't worked.
You to stumble.
That's right.
Man, please. Many times I done fell down. How I get up? If it wasn't for his mercy.
Grace of God. That's
I gets up, dog, because he just be letting me up, because I do wrong all the time. That's what I tell people. I tell people, but see, you can't. Sometimes you go to church though, and you sit around people act like they better than you.
Yes.
And looking at you like you crazy. What you doing in here? Why you got that on? Hey, dog, that's all player got to wear.
Why was I there?
You know what I'm saying? If church was just for good people,
it would be
it'd be empty.
There you go.
You wouldn't need the temples.
No, man, you got to open up your door to everybody. That's why I just let people know my way is that I'm short.
That's right.
I come up short every single day. But that ain't got nothing to do with you giving God his credit.
Give him his glory, because that's all he asks, to obey.
And pray, man. That's all that is. You ain't got to be the one.
Mr. Harvey, I have to go, but I just...
Oh, you got to go now. Oh, I'm holding you up now. Oh, now I'm talking too damn much. I gotta go. I ain't got time to hear all this.
But you are just so wonderful, and you've been a blessing to this radio station, and I just needed to tell you that.
Well, thank you very much. I don't know who you are, but you sound...
Marcy.
You sound like you know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling, Marcy.
Thank you so much, and God bless all you.
All right, we thank you. Appreciate that. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Fine. I hear you on the radio. I'm just calling because I want to make a comment about the drunk drivers and the tag license plate.
Go ahead.
I'm a registered nurse, and I worked in level 1 trauma, And if you can see the people that come in there from car accidents on the weekends or at night, it's very, very terrible. I mean, there's people whose lives have been changed completely. Excuse me. They lose their legs. Some people have lost, lives. Like you said, 17 people were killed in New York City. I used to work in New York City, and I used to commute every day. And it's no joke when you have drunk drivers out here that live and people are killed.
Well,
so I'm not saying that tag license plate may be correct, but they have to do something.
Absolutely.
Because alcoholism is a very serious thing. It's terrible.
Right, I understand it. But see, here's a part that makes it a little bit unnerving. When you put this tag on a person's car who's been convicted of drunk driving 3 or more times,
right?
What stops him from committing the next drunk act behind the wheel? Because his car has a blue tag on it. I don't understand what stops him from drinking and getting behind the wheel of the car. What stops the next accident just because he has a colored tag? Now the accident's going to have a person in it with a colored license tag. I just don't see the preventive measure here.
Okay.
That's my question about it.
That has a point, but there's got to be somehow that you can pinpoint these people, because if they're chronic alcoholics and they're not in rehab, they are going to constantly drink. It doesn't matter.
Right, absolutely. But
especially for every holiday. Every holiday, we all hate to work on the weekends. You can ask any nurse.
Right.
Always come in drunk.
Hey, but
the
let me ask
driver
you.
Gets killed or the passenger gets killed or somebody innocent gets killed.
But nurse, ma'am.
Yes.
Let me ask you this question, and I'm very serious here. When you can pinpoint the drunk driver, pinpoint him at what point?
Well, that's the whole thing. I don't really know the answer to that. But all I'm saying is that, as my point of view, as a registered nurse and seeing all this in level 1 trauma, it is horrible.
Right. I feel you. I really do. I feel you. And I can understand.
And I'm a sister, too, so understand that we go through a lot of stuff when that stuff comes in.
Right. Yeah, I believe you. I couldn't do your job. I think the nurses are incredible. I can't do it.
Thank you very much.
Because I look at you and you look, I can't. I can't
do it. I work in the operating room, so I'm seeing it firsthand.
Yeah, I pray for you.
Here's a Band-Aid.
I see it firsthand.
You pull it in bad shape on me. I just
and everything.
go, ooh.
And I'm not happy with ortho, but I have to do it. That's part of my job.
Well, we appreciate you, and thank you so much for calling this morning. Thanks for listening to WBLS.
Hey, but let me ask y'all this.
I love you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, baby. If you're gonna tag drunk drivers, well, see, I don't want to take it here, but tell you, it's gonna create a lot of arrests unfairly and unjustly. Even if, let's say, somebody's driving the drunk driver's car,
right, exactly,
and he's just going somewhere after we often have to share our cars. We poor people families got spread it around.
Right, exactly.
I need your car to go to store. That type of thing happens. I don't know, man. I just don't. It's like this organization that they have for deadbeat dads.
Right.
So there are some people on that list unfairly and for no reason, and they get put on this list and prohibits them from moving around freely, credit-wise, passport-wise, a lot of stuff like that. And it's amazing. That's accidentally happened to me before. And, because I've taken care of my children my entire life, man. Ain't never one of my kids never wanted from me, not a day, ever. With my ex-wife or not, that ain't got nothing to do with them kids, man. I still talk to her, she needs stuff now on her own,
What if they did a license plate for that, for their be dads?
Ain't that about nothing? What be on that little thing? Like 2 quarters or something like that? Little emblem chump change.
Right.
What else should have a license plate? Not just deadbeat dad, something else.
Right. I just don't see how it prevents anything from happening, because we know, that's a drunk driver. And not to go too crazy with it, but it's just like driving while you black. To me, it's just a license for, and police officers for the most part are great people. you just have a few of unruly ones that mess it up for everybody else. There are some great officers. I was looking at the news, and this officer, the man that walked into the police department and started shooting.
Right. Oh, yesterday, yeah.
And the guy that got promoted to detective.
He was a white guy, yeah.
The suspects, the dude that did the shooting, this officer, older white guy, throws himself across his wife and children to protect them from the hail of bullets, man. So they wouldn't get hit. This was a great move, man. This is just a white officer doing his job. There are a lot of great officers out there. It's just a few of them that mess it up for everybody. It's the same situation out in L.A. And while his partner runs out of bullets, he tosses him his gun.
Right.
This dude is thinking, man. This is a good police officer. You know, a guy come in there and start shooting up everybody at the police station. He protects his family.
And he was getting ready to retire. He didn't even have to do all of that.
No. So that was a great story, man, about heroism in the police department, because police do get beat up for making the mistakes that they make. And then, but you need police officers. Trust me. They ain't got them. I bet your ass wish you had a police officer. That's what I'm going to take the police officer off their job. Beats make me sick. But they stop people oftentimes for driving black. That's an unfair mark, and I think they having a tag might be unfair too.
Well, maybe they can have a tag like if you're not really black, but you're just like kind of brown skinned-ish, so you can have like a tag that says I'm not really.
That would be Puerto Rican. And that's the same ass. Seems not really fair.
651 on 107.5 WBLS. We're going to bless you with something right now. All right, Croton Point Park and BLS. We got the big music festival going on there, all right? That's July 9th and 10th at Croton on the Hudson. BLS got you for Stephanie Mills, Ohio Players, Phil Perry, Michael Franks. List is endless. You're going to go if you call a 5 at 212-545-1075. All right, 652, 8 away from 7. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Eating at Benihana's yesterday, right?
Right.
Sitting across from some cats from Latino descent.
Okay.
Dude looks at me and goes, because, you know, my complexion, you know, I go either way, black or Puerto Rican.
Right.
Dude said, you know, Holmes, I thought you were Puerto Rican until you start talking. I said, oh, okay, that's a dead giveaway. I thought you were Puerto Rican until you started talking. That pretty much shot it for me.
That was it, man. That was it.
That old black ass Steve.
All right, 8 away from 7. I remember 7:05. Wendy's got you on the down low, and I got a gift for you, courtesy of Wendy, on the way too at 107.5 WBLS.
BLS is cruising on the Hudson this summer. Join us for the first cruise in the summer, the WBLS R&B Casino Cruise, Saturday, June 18th, on the most exclusive yacht the nation has to offer, the Horizon Yacht. A full gourmet buffet, today's R&B, dessert, and classic soul, all on 3 decks. Sponsored by Foxwoods Resort Casino. It's closer to New York than Atlantic City and the New York Department of Health. Don't miss the boat. Tickets are on sale now at all Ticketmaster locations, online at Ticketmaster.com, or charge by phone at 212-307-7171. From the station that's giving you a shipload of fun, it's 107.5 WBLS.
Well, that's deep. This traffic pulse brought to you by Into the West on TNT from executive producer Steven Spielberg. Northbound BQE slow from the Gowanus to the Grand Central is already a half-hour backup. Southbound Bruckner, slow from the Cross Bronx to the Triborough, 10 minutes or so. Lincoln Tunnel, the worst of the bunch coming out of the Garden State, 25 minutes already. Northbound BQE jam from the Gowanus to McGinnis-Humboldt Boulevard. A large pothole is blocking a lane. Everybody got to go around it. Inbound Gowanus, extra slow from the Verrazano to the Battery Tunnel, about 30 minutes as well. Mass Transit on a closer schedule, alternate site parking in effect. Again, from executive producer Steven Spielberg and DreamWorks Television, don't miss Into the West. It's today, Saturday, and Sunday at 8 p.m. Into the West is all new tonight, only on TNT. This traffic post brought to you by Into the West on TNT. 59 degrees, everybody, clear skies. This is WBLS News. I'm Ann Tripp. Good morning. This is brought to you by the June HIV program at 7 o'clock. Well, a National Guardsman is charged with double murder. This is serious. A U.S. Army Staff Sergeant has been charged with murdering his commanding officers last week at a base outside Baghdad in what is believed to be the first case of an American soldier, at least in Iraq, accused of killing his superiors. Sergeant Alberto Martinez, a supply specialist with the 42nd Infantry in the National Guard in the Army, has been charged in connection with the deaths June 7th of 2 officers at Operating Base Danger near Tikrit. That's about 80 miles north of Baghdad. Baghdad. The officers were killed in what's believed to have been a fragging incident. That's what Captain Philip Esposito of Suffern and First Lieutenant Lewis Allen of Milford, they were killed. Fragging is a term used to refer to soldiers killing their superiors. Martinez could face the death penalty. At first, the military thought a mortar round had struck a window on the side of the building where Esposito and Allen were, and that's what killed them. But a criminal investigation determined that the blast pattern didn't match that. It was inconsistent. Martinez is from Troy, New York. He's believed to have used some sort of explosive device. They think right now they probably threw a grenade in the room where they were sleeping. Martinez is charged with 2 counts of premeditated murder. Still, no reason given as to why he would have done this. A fleet-footed cop tackled a 14-year-old moments after the boy shot and killed a 15-year-old teenager who was simply peddling CDs on a Harlem street corner yesterday afternoon. And 15-year-old Phoenix Garrett died when he was hit by 4 bullets in the chest after getting into a heated argument on Broadway and 145th Street. Members of the Congressional Black Caucus are convening a no-holds-barred conference, they say, on the state of black men in the city tomorrow. It's 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's at NYU School of Law, 40 Washington Square, Manhattan. Similar conferences, by the way, have been held in other major cities under an initiative called State of the African American Male, or SAM. Admission is absolutely free. Just show up. The public is invited. Again, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at NYU School of Law, Washington Square, Manhattan. And if you want some information, call 718-949-5600. And I didn't know you could get in trouble for throwing up, but here it is in Kansas. A high school student who vomited on his Spanish teacher has been charged with battery against a school official. A misdemeanor charge. I didn't know you can get in trouble for this. A 17-year-old boy has been charged as a juvenile, his name not released. Assistant DA in that city claims that witnesses can corroborate that the boy intentionally vomited up on the teacher.
Wow.
And if convicted, the boy would face probation. Prosecutors are seeking an apology. The student's father says that his son was just upset. He didn't mean to throw up on the teacher, but he was uncontrollably ill because she was stressed out by final exams. I didn't know they could charge you for vomiting on a teacher, but
I'll tell you one thing. Well, I ain't got to charge you because you throw up on me, I got something for you. You ain't got to worry about your charges.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, we ain't taking it to court or none of this.
Oh, it don't get that far.
It's going to be 2 things going to jump off that way. Throw up and beat up. But a whole lot of ups is going to go down that day. Throw up, beat up. I ain't even went, man, please. I wish somebody would throw up on me. I wouldn't give a damn what was happening.
Oh, come on.
Care somebody was slinging you around in a circle.
Okay.
I don't care what it is. You can't. I don't even like talking to people and they spit a piece of food on you accidentally.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of disgusting. But it is accidentally, you know.
Yeah,
but if it's accidentally on purpose, that's different.
I did that one time. I spit a piece of ham on a dude so big one time. It actually looked like the sandwich.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I had a piece of meat on this dude's forehead. It was so big, I reached over there and took it off.
Oh,
yeah, I just reached over with something to do.
Slap another piece of cheese on that and took it on down.
Okay, everybody, put down your Wheaties. We're sorry. You can resume breakfast in a few minutes. Yuck. In the NBA, talking about a beatdown, the Pistons whooped the Spurs. 102-71. It's like, well, the spread weren't even in there. Anyway, the series tied now 2-2. It's a real horse race. Game 5 Sunday night. The Yanks beat the Pirates and the Mets beat the A's. Weather-wise, partly cloudy today, but we're not going to beat the showers, I don't think, with the high of 75 degrees. 75 degrees on Saturday. Around 80 degrees maybe on Father's Day with some sun. Once again, though, 59 degrees. This is Ann Tripp on 107.5 WBLS New York.
I should have told him I could have stayed 2 weeks.
Of the $100,000 cash guarantee.
It's never too late.
I'm thinking about getting on this plane right now, and I'm going, man, I should have told him I could stay 2 weeks.
Whatever.
It's all right. He has no reason to be talking. That's that voice that people in New York keep hearing going, who the hell is the evil person? I'm telling you, you know we called him back in L.A. Black Cloud.
Oh, no, man. Black Cloud.
It could be a good thing.
He likes it. He says,
he's
smiling.
He revels in it.
He just said that's the scent he's wearing today. Black Cloud. Black Cloud.
Well, we're gonna
like tag.
we're gonna pump up the comment line. You want to talk to Steve? He wants to talk about this license plate thing that's going on. That they're suggesting that New Yorkers who are repeat alcohol or driving drunk offenders, should have a special license plate.
How about if we do this?
Okay.
let's up the levity a little bit.
Okay.
Let's do it,
How
brother.
about if we change it? Let's kill the license plate still, because all we're going to do is bring everybody down.
Okay.
It's my last day. I don't want to do that.
Right on, brother.
How about if we do a special segment all morning long called Ask Steve?
I like it.
Ask me anything you want to ask me concerning a relationship. If you're a man trying to figure something out about a woman, you a woman trying to figure out something about a man, you got a boyfriend you're struggling with, a girlfriend you're struggling with, if it's a relationship-related issue, let's just call in and ask Steve. Let's have some fun with this thing.
Look at the phones light up. Look at them. It's all light up.
Let's do that. Let's ask Steve. If you want to talk to me about anything concerning relationship,
really?
Let's ask Steve. Really, you have no relationship.
I call in.
Well, you're dark and gloomy, and no one cares. I mean, really, man. My manager, man, is like just oof. They always way.
Can I call in? Can I call in?
You can stop talking.
706.
Well, I got a question for you when we come back. This is really important. I know you can help me out with this one, Steve.
All right, cool. We got it. Steve Harvey's here with us this morning, y'all. Wendy Williams is on the down low, and that's coming up next. First, real quick, I'll hook you up with another Wendy Williams Bring the Heat gift pack, which features a copy of her Volume 1 CD, autographed copies of Wendy's book, also the bobblehead dolls, VIP passes to the private party, too. You can't buy tickets to this party. All right, goes down on June 22nd. We want you, if you call a 5-212-545-1075 on WBLS at 706. We black like Steve.
Hey everybody, it's me, Wendy. Okay, before we get started, let me just give you my website, because there's a bunch of stuff on there. And because I talk to you on a regular basis, maybe you want to know who the hell this girl is doing all this gossiping. So you can go to thewendywilliamsexperience.com and learn more if you care. I'm not pushing you. Now listen. My sources who work in the same building as Violator Management, oh, you know them. They got 50 Cent, among other artists. Well, they were telling me through a very cryptic message that the other day there were about 8 or 10 guys outside the building protesting with picket signs that say, "G-U not." Now, you must understand that the Game came up with this phrase, and the Game has been using it on concert stages around the country. So much so that the same little birdies are talking in concert with other people that, well, Interscope is allegedly thinking about not having the Game anymore because 50's jumping up and down and saying, look, we don't get along. He's trouble. So let's get back to the picket outside the building in Manhattan. In addition to the picket signs, they had pictures of rats that looked like 50 Cent with a band line through them. All the while chanting, who's a snitch? 50! Who's a rat? 50! My source says it was enough to cause attention. Do you ever watch that show on PAX TV called The Lie Detector? Oh, man, that is with my girl, Rolanda Watts. Well, have you ever watched NYPD Blue? I've never seen that show. I don't know who Henry Simmons is, but the point I'm making is that the two were spotted having a very intimate dinner at a place called Cantina on Sunset Boulevard. They dined privately after chatting with LaToya Jackson. One more thing before I go. You know that crazy R&B singer with all the vocal talent, yet nerve enough to stab up her husband Christmas Eve them years ago? You remember the story, that Kiki? Well, she's ready to return to the music scene. She's got a new album coming out on Cash Money Records. She's collaborated with Avant, Lil Wayne, Genuine, and Baby from Cash Money. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'd be interested just to see the album cover picture. Do her eyes look crazy? Does she have the look of stabation in them? Okay, you guys, I gotta go. Oh, by the way, don't forget to check me out later on today at 2 p.m. Now, if by chance you are not at the radio between 2 and 7 p.m., I won't be mad. I understand you're busy. Then we'll talk to each other on Monday at 2, right? Have a good weekend. Bye.
709. Thanks, Wendy's 107.5 WBLS.
The Steve Harvey Morning Show. 107.5 WBLS.
It's 107.5 WBLS.
Hey, I'm going to tell you why I asked for this song right here.
Okay.
Because after the show yesterday, I'm talking to my boy Dimu, who comes on right after this.
Right.
Who I met out in Los Angeles. Because he's doing radio out there.
Out at the beat.
Cool brother, man.
Mm-hmm.
I walked in the booth yesterday after a meeting up here, and bam, he was playing this song. So I asked for it.
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm sexy in the morning, man. I don't care how y'all feel about me, New York City. Steve Harvey sexy to myself. And that's all you need. Y'all want to ask me a question about relationships? Y'all get on phone, call me now.
212.
You know what I'm saying?
545-1075.
Say what?
Yes, indeed.
Say it again, Mark.
212-545-1075.
Y'all call me, man. Let's talk about these relationships. What y'all want to know? I know something. I've been through enough of them.
Ask Steve this morning.
And if I don't know, hell, at least it'll be funny.
WBLS. 107.5 WBLS. Today's R&B Classic Soul 717. Big congratulations going out to Cheryl Humphrey. Got the Wendy Williams. Brings the Heat gift pack. Features a copy of her Volume 1 CD. Autographed copies of Wendy's book, which is a crazy book. Also got the bobblehead dolls. Wendy bobblehead dolls. Only Wendy. And VIP passes to the private party. You can't buy tickets anywhere. CD release party goes down on June 22nd. Courtesy of 107.5 WBLS. Donnell Jones and Steve Harvey tag teaming on You Know What's Up 717.
Hey man, I be feeling my music. I'm excited about what y'all play over here, man. I can just call for it and there it is.
That's it.
Steve got his legs cocked up on the table. He's cruising back with his Panama. You call that a Panama?
Yeah, baby.
He's a beautiful. What's this fabric called?
Straw. Hey, Ellen, it ain't nothing difficult. It ain't nothing new. It's just plain old damn straw.
No, but it's fly though. It's fly.
Every day, my man come in late.
And my favorite combination when I see men dressed is brown and blue. I don't know why, but I always enjoy when a man put together brown and blue. That just does something to me. Maybe it has something to do with my father or something. I don't know.
Watch out now.
But when I see that, I'm like, oh my God, it just stops me. You know, everybody has their favorite. But that's my favorite when I see, some people like black and white.
Because I take some brown skin and drop it down in a pair of blue drawers in a heartbeat. You can believe that.
That's what I'm talking about.
I work that brown and blue thing to death for you, girl. I have on some powder blue silken fins.
Yummy,
I come to work, baby. Hey, let's take a phone call. Can we take one? Tony, lighten up. It'll be all right. Quit running around like you're crazy.
Ask Steve whatever relationship questions you got.
Tony, just take your time. Yeah. You know the upper bank is the only bank that works. I learned that. Take lines 1, 2, 3. Rest of them shaking.
Good morning, BLS.
Hey, good morning, Steve.
Hey, yeah, who is this, man?
Hey, this is Kev from Uptown, man. Let me just give you some props, man. I'm the brother that used to be at the Apollo Theater. Used to always tell you to sing Skin Tight, brother.
Oh, man,
I remember you first came on stage at the Apollo.
Come on, dog.
Opportunities that the Apollo was going to give you, brother. And I was at every performance, brother, just to watch you get up there, man. You're so real, brother. I just love you, man.
I love you, too, man. I remember exactly who you are. Every night I did Showtime at the Apollo. Man, do Skin Tight. Then I had Ray Chew and the crew strike it up. Boom, 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 boom.
That's right.
Boom, 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 boom. Dun, dun, dun. Ow. You're bad mishap.
That's right, brother.
And them Skin Tight britches. Running folks in the ditches. I know all these songs. Somebody, man, need to holler at a player. Hey, you got a question, man? Or you just want to go, give me some love?
Hey, listen, I'm check this out. I don't know if it's a question or a comment. I mean, when you first get in a relationship, you meet these people, man, and a lot of times they send the representative out. Then all of a sudden, 90 days into the relationship, you realize you got somebody that's emotionally retarded, stalking you and carrying on, man. And how do you deal with a situation like that?
Well, see, you said the key word. You said 90 days in, you discovered that this person is a stalker and crazy. Why do you think on any job, see, America has figured this out. They have a 90-day probation period.
Okay.
That's because a person will reveal their true self in 90 days when placed under stressful or duress type situation. So they know on your job, everybody can come to work on time for a week.
Right.
Everybody show them do good for 2 weeks. Somebody can fool you for 30 days. But somewhere in that 90 days, one of your coworkers going to get on your nerves. Somebody going to say something crazy to you. You're going to find out what the real job is about. Now, when somebody get on your nerves, then we find out if you had a capability to take them in the bathroom and strangling them. And then, about before 90 days, we can release you without any ramifications. So what you have to do, brother, is meet a woman, date a woman, and don't let it get real crazy for the first 90 days.
That's right.
Treat it like a job.
Let me tell you, man, you're absolutely right, man. I tell people, be very careful, man, because everybody's not prepared emotionally or mature or psychologically to deal with a relationship.
Yeah, that's why you had a 90-day probation period on the job, and you got to incorporate that into your relationship. Like, now, ain't nobody gonna do that because I know he the right one. You know, okay, keep on here.
You're right.
Okay, have your ass in a headlock in the back seat of a taxi cab. you oaking me. Just because he's a serial killer.
Thanks so much for calling.
Hey, listen, Steve, come on back. We love you, man. I love you, man. I remember the first day at the Apollo, man.
Hey, brother.
Nothing but support since then.
I love New York City.
Yeah.
Period. I always have. I ain't from here, but I got.
Tight, man. You know it's me.
Hey, dog, you got some skin tight coming this morning because they gonna be at Croton Park July 9th and 10th anyway. So why would we not? What are we doing now?
Give me some tickets.
Going to break.
Come on, man.
Give you some tickets.
Come on, brother. Come on, Steve. I'm 51 years old. I can appreciate it.
Okay, cool, man. I'm going to give you 2 tickets. I ain't even got 2 tickets. I just.
All right, hold on. Don't hang up, okay?
Yeah, I ain't going to be here or nothing.
We got you.
So we're going to give you them 2 tickets, man.
All right.
Thank you, Steve.
That's Harlem love, baby.
Hey, I love y'all, man. Listen, I'm telling you, BLS, I've been going to Apollo, I swear to God, since 1968. They had the Motown Review, man. I've tried to get it all week, Steve, to let you know that I'm dead serious. I'm skin tight, man. And I love you, man. I love the way you dress. I wear them gators. I do it all like you be doing it, man.
I know.
But not to that level. You got more cash than I have, man.
Cash ain't got nothing to do with love, baby.
Well, cash is coming your way.
Thanks, brother. Hold tight, all right? Ellen's fantastic with that. All right. Here we go. It's money time, y'all.
This is Paul Mooney. All right, you know you want this money. Come and get it.
Be the 10th caller to win at 212-545-1075 from 107.5 WBLS.
That's right. That is the stuff, and I love it. This hour's Traffic Pulse brought to you by Somerset Tire Service, inbound Gowanus. So from the Verrazano to the Battery Tunnel, about 26 minutes. Bruckner southbound. So from the Cross Bronx to the Triborough, 25 minutes. George Washington Bridge, both decks, 25 minutes right now. Lincoln Tunnel, 50 minutes. Holland Tunnel, about 20. Northbound BQE, so from the Gowanus to the Grand Central, about a half an hour there. Northbound BQE jam from the Gowanus to the McGinnis-Humboldt Boulevard area. That's because there's a pothole there, and it's blocking one lane, but people have to go kind of left and right, squeeze around it. Mass transit on it, close to schedule. Alternate side parking is in effect. Buy 4 Toyo tires and get as much as $100 Visa gift card. Great tires, great service, only at STS. Hurry, offer ends July 9th. STS Tire and Auto Centers, it's a trust thing. This Traffic Post brought to you by Somerset Tire Service. It is 64 degrees right now, clear skies. This is WBLS News. I'm Anthrop. Good morning. It's 7:29, and this is brought to you by McDonald's. Well, Inner City's Chairman Emeritus is weighing in on the mayor's race. Kinda. He's been asked what he thinks, and I'm going to tell you what he said. 2 lifelong friends from Queens were found shot to death on the beautiful island of St. Thomas. We have that story for you. The vice president's old company is getting another building contract from the government. And don't mess with the sisters. 30 women at a beauty school beat up a would-be robber the other day with curling irons. I can't wait to tell you about this one. In sports, the Yanks beat the Pirates, the Mets beat the A's, Pistons whooped up on the Spurs. That series now tied 2-2. WBLS weather, partly cloudy today with a chance of showers, going up to 75 degrees, 60 degrees tonight, 75 degrees on Saturday with maybe a shower, maybe not. Partly sunny and 75 degrees, though, on Father's Day. 64 degrees right now. This is Anthrop on 107.5 WBLS New York, home with $100,000 cash guarantee.
Another WBLS $1,000 winner.
Hey, what's up, everybody? 107.5 WBLS. Yada, 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 yada. Hello?
Hello?
Huh?
I won?
Huh?
I won?
Where are you calling?
Jersey.
No, who are you trying to reach, ma'am?
I'm trying to reach the 107.5.
What number did you dial?
212-545-1075.
Okay, so you want what now?
Did I win $1,000?
No, who you looking for? Nothing. Who you looking for?
I'm looking for WBLS.
We need some names.
Steve and Ellen and
who's Huh?
I'm looking for the crew on WBLS. Steve, Harvey, Ellen, and
who?
Ellen and Steve Harvey.
We need that other dude's name.
Mark.
Yeah. All right now. Well, okay, now you got all that. What you want?
$1,000.
$1,000. What you gonna do with it if we give it to you?
Oh, pay bills and shop.
Pay bills and shop. If you promise me you'll take the pay bill part off of it, I'll give it to you.
Okay, I will.
You will what?
I will take it off.
And do what?
And just shop.
You just won yourself $1,000, baby. Go shopping, baby. When you win, when God just drops that on you like that, don't pay no bills.
Oh, God, thank you.
Do something for yourself, baby. Buy yourself something nice.
Yes.
And then wear it up here and let us see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Hey, darling, how old are you?
Excuse me?
How old are you?
Old enough that I'm retired.
Okay. And the question is, how old are you? This ain't no riddle. It was a direct question. How old are you? We can't guess none of that.
Over 55.
Well, that's nice. What you shame on, baby?
Yes, indeed.
You 72?
No. I'm late 50s.
Okay. Well, you know, it ain't that much difference between 55 and 60, so if you'll say over 55, you might well shoot out a number. See, baby, look here. Once you pass 50, you pass that a woman don't tell her age thing.
Okay. I'll be 58 in 2 weeks.
See, that's a beautiful thing.
There you go. That's a beautiful thing.
Boy, you struggling with that. And women, take that pressure off yourself with that age thing. Tell your age. Ain't nothing you can do about it. And you better thank God you having these birthdays. The real pain will come if you miss one.
Yes.
Man, you better keep having them birthdays, man, and total them up and tell people you having them. Mess around, miss a birthday, see what happened then.
Oh, guys, yes.
What's your name?
Val.
Val, tell us the radio station that just gave you $1,000.
We Black Like Steve.
Yeah! All right. There it is. Black Like Steve, 737.
I set it out.
We got something for you, brother.
I'm changing stuff. You got something for me?
Yeah, man.
What you got?
I'll just give you a hit you off with a little taste.
Oh.
You're a bad missus. In them skin-tight britches. Running folks in the ditches. About to bust out them stitches. This goes out to my man up in Harlem, New York that gave me love this morning. I love you, brother. I love Harlem, New York.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel you, New York City. You dig?
738 on BLS. 107.5 WBLS has got the first cruise of the summer for you, the BLS Party Cruise. That's going to be on Saturday, June 18th. Scratch that Casino Party Cruise. Tickets are on sale at Ticketmaster, sponsored by Foxwoods Resort and Casino, closer to New York.
The casino is critical information.
No question. No question. That's why.
Because without the gambling, why is we out here on this boat?
Sailing around.
Because I certainly can't be out there just looking over the railing.
No, and it's at night, too, which is a cool thing. That's the part I like, because it'll be nice and cool in the summer. And also, Von Harper, our very own Von Harper,
will be host.
Is hosting the event.
Yes. And let me tell you something.
Big party. Big party.
That's one of the coolest brothers I've ever met.
No question.
And that's my headsets up way too loud. There you go. He is one of the coolest brothers I've ever met.
Yeah, man.
And nicest dudes.
Yeah, Vaughn is always
a legend.
Yeah, he's the legendary.
No, he's a player for sure. Mm-hmm. He's for sure. He's for sure. I keep calling him Vince.
That's why he don't answer.
Oh, no, he answers me. He just know I'm ignorant.
Well, you're not ignorant. Everybody's loving you here this morning in New York. We're getting all of these faxes. Bonnie Jo Brisbane, she worked for Long Island Railroad. She said she feels better listening to you. She was late this morning, and she said, thank God she don't have to punch in, and have a blessed day.
Yeah, we're also taking your questions as Ask Steve about your relationships and whatever you got for him. It's 749.